So the materials that you're going to need, we have a 4mm hook, and then we have some scissors. We have a stitch marker for those who cannot see their stitches well, and then we are going to be needing also a darning needle, and then our yarn. This is what we are using today. This is just for a sample, and then it recommends a 2.5mm crochet hook, but since we are making a beanie, we are just going to use a 4.00mm hook. And then this is one that I'm going to be showing you how I changed my color. And yeah, let's begin with let's start by making our slip knot, and then this is how I make mine. There are very many different ways of making slip knots. We are going to be making 50 chains. So make 50 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And then we are going to chain one more, 51, as a turning chain. So after this, we are going to turn our chains to this. We are going to be using these back loops to work with so that our work can be seamless and neat. But you can also just use these back loops over here, the back loops, and yeah. So with this, we are going to be skipping this chain one that we have crocheted in the last, and then in this back loop we are going to be making a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. That's known as a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through again, and then 2 more times, yarn over, pull through again, and then the last one, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. So we have 5 slip stitches, and this is the top of our beanie. And the next one, we are going to be making a half double crochet. A half double crochet, we are going to yarn over, insert our hook, and then yarn over. We have 3 loops on our hook, and then yarn over all the 3 loops. Again, yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over again. We have 3 loops on our hook. We are going to be yarning, you're going to be pulling all the 3 loops. So it's as easy as that, as you can see. So you just have to yarn, you have to make half double crochets until the last chain. So I'm going to be working with you a little bit more so that you can understand how this goes. this is what we have so far. And then I forgot to tell you that after the 5th slip stitch, you can put your stitch marker. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put your stitch marker on the 5th slip stitch so that you don't forget. But if you can see the stitches, then you are good to go. So you're just going to be continuing with this until the end, and then I will meet you there. So we are done, and then this is what we have right now. We are going to be chaining 1, then turn our work. For that ribbing effect, we are going to be using the back loops only. So this is the V, this is the front loop, and this is the back loop. So from now on, we are going to be using this back loop only. So chain 1, not chain 1, sorry, yarn over, and then insert your loop, yarn over, and then we are going to be like that. Back loop, back loop, so this is the repeat row. We are going to be repeating this row until we finish our project. So continue making the half double crochets until you reach the stitch marker. And then the same way we have done from the first stitch, we are going to do at the top of the hat, but this time we are not going to do the half double crochets. We are going to be doing the slip stitches. On the back loop, it will be really hard to see, but you are going to see it regardless. So here we have the V's, and this is the front loop, and this is the back loop. So you're going to be doing the slip stitches on the back loop still. So insert your hook, and then like that. Two, three, 4, and 5. So here we are, and then this is the top. We are going to be chaining 1, turn our work, and then do the same thing. Slip stitch the first loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here you're going to be putting in your stitch marker. Also make sure that your slip stitches are not tight so that it will be easy to get into the stitches. If they are too tight, you won't be able to get into the stitches. And then after that, you're just going to continue with the half double crochets. We are almost finishing our third row. So I'm going to be finishing with you guys and show you how to have a clean ending. So this is the last stitch. It will be very hard to see it, but this is the last stitch. As you can see, there's the last V. So we are not going to be working on the back loop only for a cleaner work. So we are going to be working on both of the loops, both of these loops for a cleaner finishing. And then chain one, and then we continue with your work. And then when you want to change your color, I'm just going to show you the easiest one. We are going to chain one. We have finished with the chain one, and then cut your yarn, and then cut your yarn. So this is what we have. When you're changing the color, we are going to be, it's simple, it's really simple. So you're just going to continue from here. Up there. And then it's simple. Take your other yarn like that. Then you're going to be chaining one. And then in the same stitch, you're just going to continue with making your half double crochet as we've been doing in the other rows. We are going to be carrying these two ends so that in the end you don't have so much work to finish off your project. And then you can always tag it for that clean finish. And if this is challenging, you can just leave the tail off and then do it later with the darning needle. I have done the beginner friendly part. So the other adding yarn on the other like this. If you want me to show you how you can add yarn in the middle, you can add another color in the middle, I can show that. And yeah, so this is what we have in another color. So continue with that tutorial. Continue until you make 42 rows. So I only have 1, 2, and 3 rows. This was just a sample. So continue until you make your 42nd row or until you fit the hat on your head and it fits you. So I will meet you after your 42nd row. Here we are, and I'm going to be showing you how we close this off. So you have to look for your wrong side and right side. So the right side, you're going to have your wrong side out so that when you finish off, your right side can be more neat. So this is my wrong side. This is my wrong side. And I'm going to show you how you tie it off. So here is where we left off. I left off here, and then this is my other side, and you're going to make sure that it is aligned. The whole project is aligned like that, and then connect with the other side. This is my first stitch here, my first stitch. So I'm going to be connecting with this other side. Like that, and then do the same thing in, not the same thing. So we are going to be starting off with the same stitch so that every stitch can be with the other. So like that, we are just going to be using the back loop and then the front loop of the other side. Back loop of this side and then the front loop of the other side. And then slip stitch. Back loop and then front loop and then slip stitch. Like that. Back loop, front loop, slip stitch. This part, they have so many ways of connecting the beanie. So this is just how I've decided to do mine today. Like that. So we are done with stitching together, and as you can see, there's no much, it's seamless. You can't see where you started off and where you ended it. So yeah, it's that seamless. So this is where we have joined, and it just looks the same as the other parts. So yeah, after this we are going to be chaining one and then leave a long tail and then snip it off like that. So here we are going to be taking our darning needle and then we are just going to be connecting this part together now. So this is where we are at, and like that we are going to be joining from row to row. This is one row, this is another row, and then this is another one, and then just like that. And then just tighten it off like that. As you can see, it is that easy. and then just go in and out with your turning needle to make it secure. We are done. And that's it. So if you still have more yarns to weave in, let me show you using this one. As you can see, my heart, I don't have any more yarns to weave in because I weaved them in while I was continuing with the work. So you're just going to use, because we are still in the inside out, you're just going to be doing like this. And then come back a little. So yeah, that's secure enough, I believe. And we are done there. It is so stretchy, that's why it isn't as big as it should be. So here, this is the top, and you can also put a pom-pom if you like. So yeah, we are done with our beanie, and yeah, it was just as simple as that. You can make this as a beginner, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on another crochet video, my fellow crocheters. Thank you so much.